Hello, hello, hello. So I know I'm terribly backlit. Apologies for that. And I am nearly 5 minutes late. And that is because I haven't done a live stream for a few weeks and I forgot how to plug my mic in. It seems to be working now. So that's good. But anyway, let me just check that this live stream is all working properly. And maybe. Oh dear, maybe not. No, that is not working. Ah, yes, I am live. Okay, yeah, I'm live, I'm live. So, hello, welcome to the Plays the Thing. My name's Matt. And I have been away, and then I was ill, and work has been busy, and life has been busy. But I am back. I have a new video up on Wednesday, and I thought I would do a live stream today. And so that's what I'm doing. Excuse me. So today, I thought we would play our third game of Legacy of You, and hopefully I will remember how to play, because I haven't played this for a long time either. But yeah, I have lost the first two games of this, and that's not unusual. If we look at the table, I have now got two cards to help me. One gives me a provision at the start of every harvest. And the other one, I can change a meat symbol into clay and wood. So that's pretty good. This looks a little bit out of... Just trying to make it... Oh, that looks worse. That looks worse. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. But you know, live streaming, hey, that looks better, I think. Okay, so as we know, which I'm just going to check because it's a good idea to check. So we get why is that like that? So first of all, what we do when we harvest is we get one provision from this first, and then we get 4 cards, a white worker, a cowrie shell, a provision, and that's all we get for this first round. So I have these 4 workers. Now, what do I want to do? My head's off this. I'm going to do that a little bit. Hey, it's like starting again. I feel like I'm starting all over again. in terms of live streaming. Um, I was doing like one or two live streams a week, and as I say, things got in the way. I had to go home, and then when I was home, I got a cold from my brother. Thanks, bro. But actually, I think it was COVID, and I did not feel well. I just felt wiped out for like 5, 6 days, really. Right, so what are we going to do? We want to, so we have 10 cards, so we have 2 goes, 2 rounds, so we'll get 4 cards each time. And we want to move our boat and build part of our defences by having 2 labourers and 2 cowrie shells, spending those to build. I have 1 labourer and 1 cowrie shell, but also what I want to do is build up my townsfolk, and here I can take townsfolk, and further along you have to pay more provisions, but I can have this townsperson for free, so I put them in my discard pile. I can't get a white worker, but I can play this townsperson and get a yellow worker. The first barbarian that has come out, as you can see, is a special one. I got this one from one of the previous games, and I can pay any coloured worker, 3 coloured workers, to get this, and then I will get a townsperson, a townsfolk card from this pile over here, so I'm getting an extra card for that. That's what that gold symbol means. From the townsfolk draw pile, which is there. So I have a yellow worker, so I won't be doing this now because I need to pay 3 provisions to do that. But she does cost 2 provisions, so maybe I should do that. I have got a lot of provisions here. In fact, I will get 1 wood from that card. And do you know what? I think I am actually going to defeat them because it gets me a new card anyway. So let's do that. I'll discard these 2 to get 2 provisions and a cowrie shell. And then I will... oh no, hold on, I can't do that, can I? Because I don't have the workers. Silly me. So I'll put those 2 provisions aside. They're going to go to defend from that barbarian. Yes. Well, I think I should get cards into my hand. So I'm going to spend these 2 provisions to take these 2 townsfolk cards and put them into my discard pile. So now we have 1 white worker, a labourer, and 2 cowrie shells. And we have these 2. And I can actually put this archer here to get another provision. But I don't think there's anything I can do with these now. So I think that's the end of my turn. So I've taken my actions. If the barge had been used, I would return the barge, but we haven't. So we suffer attacks. So it's 2 provisions we have to use to suffer that attack. And then we refresh the card row. So these are going to move down because there's 1 more barbarian coming out. As you can see here, there's a +1 red, which is barbarian cards. So that barbarian comes out, and then we refill. Actually, these all move down. And then we refill the row. So we've refreshed the card row, and then we harvest again. So we get our 1 extra provision. We draw our 4 townsfolk cards. We get 1 white worker, 1 cowrie shell, and another provision. And we get this worker back, that archer. Now, of course, we can tuck a card onto here to add to our harvest, which might be a good idea. Oh, also I should say, from a previous game, we got this, which we have to complete by the end of this game to win. So we have to put 1 fish, 1 meat, and 1 wheat down here. And we will get a cowrie shell when we put the meat down. So let's just see what we've got. We do not have any fish, so we can't do that this round. I think I'm going to, well, before I do anything else, I'm going to move the barge along. So I pay 2 labourers and 2 cowrie shells, and this comes off, and we get 1 clay, 1 wood, and we have to get rid of a card. So that goes up there. And we've completed that. So now when the flood moves up, it won't be the end of the game. If it hit our barge, game over. And as for these cards, I think I'm going to put this card under here. And so now we will get another labourer every time we harvest. We have got 3. I tell you what, we're going to take this townsfolk card because it's free. And then we will discard these 2 townsfolk cards for a red and a blue. So that is a fighter and a spearman. And then we get 1 wood for that townsfolk discarded. Hello, I think someone's watching. Hello, yes, I'm backlit. I know, I am here. Say hello if you can hear me. So we've used all our cards, and we are going to, I'm going to take this barbarian out. So I'm going to spend 3 provisions, and these 3 meeples, a fighter, a spearman and an archer, to take this barbarian out. And she gives us a card from this pile into our hand. And I'll discard that straight away. They will give us a blue spearman, which I will put here to get a provision. Now, I do have enough to do one of these huts next round, which will make a white worker the same as another type of meeple. So, for example, for this one, with 2 archers and a fighter, it might be nice to do that. But I do have another provision which I will spend, and I will take, I think I will take this because the actual fighters, the meeples, oh my god, are very useful. Kevin, hello Kevin. Okay, Kevin. Yeah, just have a listen. Maybe it's a bit of kind of well, hopefully not ASMR. Hopefully I won't send you to sleep while you're doing your morning routine, but maybe it will be somewhat calming for you. Yes, so I've taken that townsfolk card. Hopefully you can hear me okay, Kevin. Excuse me, sorry, coughing down your ear. So we have done that. I don't think there's anything else we can do right now. So we will finish. So we return the barge. So it goes here on the next card down. And we will suffer attacks. And this time, this barbarian is either discard a card or use wood. So I will pay wood for that. And then we refresh the card row. So we will get another barbarian out as well. Sounds perfect. Great, thank you. Thanks, Kevin. Hope your morning is going okay. 2 new townsfolk cards come out. And we harvest. So we get a provision. We get our 4 cards. There's only 1 left, so we shuffle, which means the flood moves along. So it is now behind us again. I do like this game. It really, I think, well, it's in my top 5 games, and it is number 1, I think. Yeah, pretty sure it was number 1. How easily I forget things. So we get a labourer, a cowrie shell, a provision, and now we get 1 extra labourer for putting that card under there. We get that spearman back as well. I would really like to... So we have yellow and red and black and red for these 2 fighters. I think I'm going to... Oh, can we get one of these done? Yes, we can. Okay, I'm going to use that card to put fish into this. We're basically storing food here. And then I will discard this lady to get 1 wood. And then I will... I'm going to do one of these huts. So it's 1 labourer, 1 clay, and 3 wood. And what shall we do? We don't have any wood and we can get clay. So I think I will make white equal to yellow. So labourers are now equal to archers. And I think actually I will get a cowrie shell. So when I place this down, I get the benefit there. So I will get a cowrie shell. And then I will discard this townsfolk card to get a provision and a cowrie shell. And then I will discard this card to get 1 clay, which will stop that barbarian from doing damage to me. And damage, I should say, is you discard cards from your pile into the townsfolk discard pile. So you're losing a card, basically. So this is my life, basically. One of the ways I can lose. One of the many. Okay, so let's get some townsfolk cards back into our discard pile. Definitely that one. Now, I'm not going to be able to stop either of these. So I think what I'm going to do is I can spend 3 cowrie shells to get a wood. So I'm going to do that so that I know both of these barbarians are not going to do damage to us. As you can see, as we move along here, new things will be revealed. So here, you can spend 2 cowrie shells to get a provision, for example. Let's use that spearman to, excuse me, get another provision. We also want to build huts here because we can put more cards underneath that gets us more during the harvest, and these open up other spaces where we can put workers to get things. For now, I think I'm just going to bulk up my discard pile. I'm going to use those 3 provisions to get this card and one of these 2 cards. I think clay would probably be more useful at the moment. And I don't think there's anything else we can do. So we will call that the end of the round. Now we suffer attacks, and we can suffer those attacks by spending wood and a clay. And then we refresh the card row again. So we've got another barbarian coming out, so we're up to 3 barbarians. If you don't know this game, if the barbarians take up this top row completely, that's another way you lose. So I have to keep these barbarians in check. But as they move down, they become easier to hit because there are less provisions you have to pay to take them out. Okay, so we are harvesting again. So we get 1 provision. We get 4 cards. We get 1 labourer, 1 cowrie shell, 1 provision. We get that worker back. And then we also get a cowrie shell because we've built one of these. And we get another labourer. Now we've got quite a lot of meeples here. And we really need to defeat the barbarians this time. When we finish this part and move the barge, it will up the number of barbarians that come out every turn. So there will be an extra barbarian, so it will be 2 every turn, which is depressing. So we need to time that really. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards left in our deck, so we can go another round. I think we can definitely defeat this first barbarian. So I'm going to discard that townsfolk card and get a red. Sorry, I banged my mic then. Get a red card. We can get another provision. We can get a spearman. And we can get a archer. So we've got quite a lot of workers here. First of all, I'm going to defeat that barbarian. So I'm spending 2 provisions 2 labourers and a fighter, because labourers are the same as archers, so even though these are yellow, we can use labourers, white workers, to defeat them. And when we defeat them, we get 3 cowrie shells, which is up here, which is good. We've got a lot of cowrie shells now. I'll put one of these spearmen here to get another provision. And I want to try and get one of these huts built. So I think I'm going to... Oh, now. We've got to protect ourselves from these two. Clay and a yellow worker. Well, I can use a white worker as a yellow worker. I think I will do that. I'm going to spend 3 cowrie shells to get a clay, so we're protected from that second barbarian as well. And these spearmen are really not doing anything at the moment, but that's fine. We will just keep them. I'm going to take some townsfolk cards, these 2, for 2 provisions. Really building up my deck here to keep me safe. And I don't think there's anything else I can do. So that's the end of the round. We suffer attacks, so 1 clay and 1 yellow, stroke white worker, archer, labourer, to stop that, and then we refresh the card row again. And then we harvest. So we get 1 provision, 4 new cards, 1 labourer, 1 cowrie and 1 provision, another cowrie shell for that building we built, and another labourer. So we can't do this step yet because we don't have any meat on these cards. Now this is a really good card to discard, because if we discard this card, come on, focus, that's it. We get 2 wood, and if we discard it out of our hand over here, we get a worker of our choice. So I think I'm going to discard them to get 2 wood and a worker of our choice. So I think we will go red. Because we will discard that to get another red worker, a fighter. And then I need to do this now, so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to spend 2 labourers and 2 cowrie shells to do the barge, and we get clay and another wood, and this goes out. And hi Kevin, originally wasn't interested in this game, but the more videos I watch, the more interesting it's getting. Might end up getting it at some point. Yeah, I mean, if you play um, solo games, what's really lovely about this game is that it is designed as a solo. I mean, it is a solo game, so it just works really well. It's very smooth. The actions are quite repetitive, but I quite like that. There's something really nice about it, and it is hard. I have won both the times I've played the whole sort of game, so like up to 14 games, I've won. But it's hard, and actually this time, I think I said this before, if you ever watched another of my live streams, that playing live is a bit different because I'm talking and I think I have more thinking time, and quite a lot when I'm playing solo. I will play for a bit and then go away and then come back and play for a bit. And obviously a live stream, I want you to see the whole game. But yeah, I really like this game. I think it's just so well designed. I say this in my top 5 review, but the box is well designed, all the components being in here and all marked out, like they have little, you can just see there. It's a classy game. I am a fan of Garfield games though as well, so you know it's a Euro game very much. So worker placement. So where was I? Yeah, it's yeah. I just like it. I mean, sometimes I think with board games, you don't know why you like things in a way. I mean, you can analyze it, but it just sits in a lot of the time it's about sitting in the right spot for you as a gamer, and this does that for me. While I don't stray away from solo, it's not my first pick, probably factoring into the original feeling towards the game. Yeah. For me, it's something I consider because of my work. I'm not able to be in board game groups, but I do play games with other people as well. And I like that. But what I like about solo gaming is you can do it on your own terms. Right. So what was I doing? So now we're going to have 2 barbarian cards come out every round. So I need to be a bit more on top of that. I have got a lot of meeples here, but these are not helpful. It's got black and red, red and black, yellow and blue. Yellow and blue I can cope with, but these black and red ones, not so much. And I need an archer, a yellow meeple to do that one. Yeah. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to discard this card out because I get 2 labourers for that. And this one I will keep, it's 1 wood. Now, I could do one of these. And I think I will. I'm going to use a white worker. Wood and a clay, and I'm going to get I've got 2 red meeples, so I'm going to get use this one, which gives me a meeple of my choice every round, but I can also put it here and I can get I think I'm going to get a rider, which is black, because I'm going to spend these 2 cowrie shells for a provision as well, because I'm going to use these 3 provisions, and I'm going to take out this barbarian for a rider and 2 fighters, and they are going out, and because I defeated him, I get 1 cowrie shell and 1 labourer. And I will put my spearman there to get another provision. Now these 2 are both clay if I want to stop them, but I don't think I can stop both of them. So I'm going to take this card, and I'm going to pay a provision to take this card, because there is a rider on top of there. And is there anything else I can do? So I'm going to suffer 2 damage from these this time. But I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to stop. The barge comes back. I suffer attack, so I'm going to lose 2 cards, which is a shame. And I refresh the card row. So now we're going to have 2 barbarians come out. So we've refreshed the card row. We get to harvest. So we get 1 provision. We get any colour worker. So what do we want? This one would be easier to defeat. We have 2 blue, 2 white. So we can do that one anyway. We could do this one as well. So let's take a black worker. A rider. And then we get 4 cards, so we're shuffling, so the flood moves down. Do, 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 do. I wish I wasn't so backlit, I'm so sorry. I was trying something new, sitting in a different position, and then by the time I'd set it up, it's too late. So we're getting 4 cards. Ooh, that's good. It's got black, a rider there. And we got a lot of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we've got another 3 rounds we could go before moving down, which is good. So we've got 4 cards. We get 1 labourer, 1 cowrie shell, 1 provision. We get another cowrie shell for the rebuilt, and another worker, labourer. And we've got a black worker there. You just can't see him because of my black table. Now, let's see what we can do. We've got 3 wood. I really want clay. So let's get that clay. And do you know what? I think I'm going to immediately fight this barbarian with 1 spearman and 2 labourers who can be archers. And I have to pay 2 provisions. So that barbarian goes out and they give me 1 cowrie shell and 1 labourer. And what else have I got here? Oh, do you know what? I could do that one as well. I'm going to discard that townsfolk card to get another black rider. And I'm going to take this one out because it gives me a provision. So I get a labourer and a provision. And I can turn 4 cowrie shells into 2 provisions. And I'm going to spend those 3 provisions and 2 black workers and a blue to attack this barbarian, and I get a cowrie shell and a labourer. Got a lot of labourers. And then I will just use that card. Oh, hold on. Can I use it here? No. Must remember about this as well. I've got to get some meat into that hut. So I get another spearman. Let's get these. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna do this again. I really want to do one of these. So difficult. No, I'm going to do another one of these. So white worker, clay and 3 wood. And I'm going to make riders, the black meeples, the same as yellow and white workers. And I'm going to go here, which gets me a provision. And let's get another provision from that spot. And I've got enough to stop that barbarian, so we're only going to lose 1 card. So I will spend the 2 provisions to get these 2 cards, townsfolk cards, into my discard pile. And I think I will stop there. Yeah, I'm going to stop there. So we suffer attacks. We have to discard 1 card because of that barbarian. And this barbarian, we can discard 2 cowrie shells to stop that attack. Then we refresh the card row. So 2 barbarians are coming out. And we fill this up. And we harvest. So we get a provision. We get a colour worker of our choice. We will get a red worker. Yes, a red worker. A fighter. And then we get 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 labourer, 1 cowrie shell, 1 provision. Another cowrie shell. We get that labourer back, and we get another labourer. I'm getting a lot of labourers, and this is kind of why I think I'm sort of doing this a lot, where it makes all of them the same, because it makes it easier to deal with these barbarians coming out. Although I might not do so many barbarians this time. I've still got plenty of time to do this. I feel like I should be building myself up. I really want to do one of these huts, because it means I can put another card under there. So I'm going to discard that card to get 1 clay and 1 fighter. And then I'm going to use this card to put meat into this storage, and I get a cowrie shell for doing that this time. So we're only 1 card away from completing this. We need wheat to complete that. I'm going to fight this barbarian. 2 blue workers and 1 red, and 2 provisions, and we get 2 cowrie shells and a wood. Get a black worker and a provision. And let's take that. Oh. Ooh, I've messed up there. That should be there. In fact, it should have been like this, shouldn't it? I think. Yeah. So I will defeat that one as well. I will do 2 black. Black can be white, so riders can be labourers, and 1 red. And 2 provisions, so that's a provision and 2 cowrie shells. And I get a cowrie shell back, and I get to draw another card. If you see here, yeah, I get to draw another card, that +1. And I will discard that straight away, or will I? Because I can complete this, because it is wheat, so I will do that. So we read story number 23. Our stores only just managed to get us through the winter, but every stomach is full and the workers are healthy enough to carry on our work. I have assigned more foragers to search wider for the resources. We have come a long way to redeem the losses from the fire that swept through our camp, but there is still need for more. Each year the camp grows, as does the mouths to feed. With all the comings and goings, it is hard to find time to figure out just how the fire started. I have assigned Bo Yi, my faithful and dedicated assistant to investigate. He seems to believe we are still losing food from the store and has made it his mission to solve this trouble for me. Still no sign of demon monkeys. So we file the completed food storage card in the box under history. So that goes away. Then we place the townsfolk cards that were in the food shortage card into the townsfolk discard pile. So they go away there. And then we find card 27 in the story deck. So card 27. And file it in the box under other setup cards for future games. So it's another of these cards, so we'll have to do that in the next game. Yep. So we've completed that, which means we are now allowed to just win this game if we can. So it's still my go, and I could complete that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the barge. So I'm going to lose 3 labourers, 2 cowrie shells. So we have completed that. We get clay and wood, and we have to lose 2 cards. And then this goes away. So we've opened up another spot on our board. Do we want to do anything else? 2 clay and 2 wood. We want to try and build up to... I really want to get one of these huts done. They're going to take a wood and a clay. Although we could sacrifice a card, perhaps. We'll put a worker there to get a provision. We'll take that card for free. And I wish there were some cards with clay. I feel like I'm not getting a lot of clay. Anything else I want? Do I want one of those cards? Do I need to keep provisions? Not really. So I'll spend that provision to take that card. And I think we will stop there. So the barge returns. 1 step further down, we suffer attacks. I'm going to use 1 wood to stop that attack, but I'm going to discard a card to stop that one because I want to keep clay. I want to try and do one of these cards. So we've suffered the attacks. We refresh the card row, so we're going to get 2 barbarians out. These move down. And we refill here. And we harvest again. So we get 1 provision. We get a worker of the colour we would like. We've got 2 blue and 2 black there. 2 red. So perhaps blue. We'll take a spearman. And then we get 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get a labourer, a cowrie shell, and a provision. And now we get 2 more cowrie shells because we have 2 spaces here. And we get another labourer. Okie dokie. We do get clay with this townsfolk card, so we now have enough to do one of these. So I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, let's go for it. So we spend a labourer, 3 clay, 1 wood, and we build this. So this we can put up here as well, and we get a provision. And this we flip over, and it tells us we get 1 more card, and then that goes away. So now we have another spot which can give us a worker of any colour, not white, but any colour. So we do need to, we have got we'll get 1 clay. And do we need a black worker? Possibly. So I think we might get rid of that and get 1 wood and 1 rider. And then these 2, we get a red and a yellow worker. So we'll do that yellow, red. Now, we can, let's use that labourer to get a blue spearman, and then we will spend 2 provisions and 2 spearmen and a rider to defeat this barbarian, who gives us 3 cowrie shells. We've got a lot of cowrie shells, which is good. Cowrie shells are kind of important, I think. So what do we need to stop the rest of these barbarians? Clay, wood, and a black worker, which we could use a white for. So we're potentially covered there. And cowrie shells. Okay. So we can spend a white worker now and a provision to get a fighter. So we can get any colour worker. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a fighter. And then these cowrie shells, I'm going to spend 4, which are 2 provisions, and the 2 fighters and the archer to defeat this barbarian, who gives us 3 cowrie shells. So let's take that. How many cards have we got here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's pretty good. Any questions? Feel free to chat with me. I'm trying to keep my eye on the chat if you have anything to ask or anything to say. I think I will spend a couple of cowrie shells as a provision to get that townsfolk card as well. And I don't need this clay anymore. I can keep that clay. Hi, Potato. I like the name. Yeah, thanks for watching previously, and nice to see you live. Hello. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like I'm doing a bit better than the first two games. But I don't want to jinx it. Do I want to do anything else with my cowrie shells? I mean, I could take that. Yeah, I'm going to take that townsfolk card as well. And just so I got 16 cards here now, which makes me feel good. Protects me a bit from the flood moving forward. So I have time to build up provisions and workers and all sorts. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. So we have to suffer attacks. 1 labourer for a rider and 1 wood. And we refill the card row. Ah, it's nice to see you. Honestly, I've done quite a few lives. But obviously I'm a new channel. I'm kind of building up slowly. So I haven't had many people in when I'm actually doing a live. I've just kind of done them and then put them up on my channel. So it's really nice to have people here. It's nice. Because let me tell you, because I haven't done a live for like 3 weeks, it took me quite a while to get set up. Oh, excuse me. And I was kind of like, it was kind of stressing me out, but it's really nice that there are people here. Okay, so I have refreshed the card row, and now I am going to harvest. So, harvest, we get a provision. I should say I've got this card, I was talking about it at the start, but this card I get an extra provision every harvest, but I can also discard it at any time to get all of these. So if I'm in trouble, and these 2 cards are here because I lost the first 2 games, just to let you know. Yeah, so I get a provision, I get a worker of any colour that I want. So because this one has a fighter, I'll take a fighter. And then the flood moves up, so it is behind me again. Actually, where are you guys watching from? I know there is still a couple of people here. So I get 4 cards. And then I get a labourer, a cowrie shell, a provision, and then I get 2 more cowrie shells for the buildings I've built, and another labourer. I'm kind of thinking I want to put a card here to bolster but it's always a question of what to get. We have this one which gives us a provision and a cowrie shell, which might be nice. Miami, Ah, nice. Nice, Kevin. I have never been to Florida. I've only been to New York. I've been to New York a couple of times. I hear it's very nice though in Florida. Um, I think I'm going to put this one on because I want the other ones to give me um, workers this turn. So I will now get an extra provision and a cowrie shell. UK potato 2. Potato. I wish you could see my face a bit better. I'm so sorry about the backlighting. Um, I just altered positions in the room, but you know, we live and we learn. I want these workers, but what do I want? Unfortunately, a lot of these I'm not going to be able to fight this turn because I don't have the right coloured workers. Which is tricky. I've got one red, and I could get another red from this one, and then I would need a blue, which I could get. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Very tricky. So, what should I do? Red, blue. I get a blue spearman, and then I will discard that card to get a fighter. And then I will use the 2 fighters and the spearman and 3 provisions to attack this barbarian. I got to keep going, potato. And I get 2 cowrie shells and clay. And I don't really need another red worker. I'm gonna chuck this card out because it gives me an extra card. And I've got enough cards. Oh, that's annoying. Clay is not what I wanted. But anyway, I will get a labourer and another clay. Overflowing with clay all of a sudden. The thing that I wanted, now I don't want it. I've got lots of it. Always the way. Let's take my free townsfolk card. Now I can put a labourer there and get another provision. So I'll spend that provision to take that townsfolk card. And then I will spend 2 cowrie shells to take that townsfolk card, because why not? And can I stop all these? I can combat 2 of the barbarians. The other one wants wood. I didn't get any wood, so I'll have to take a hit for that, but that's not too bad. So I think I will stop there. I could get wood with my 3 provisions. Yeah, okay, I will do that. 3 provisions for 1 wood. And we will stop there. So we suffer attacks. So 1 rider, 1 labourer, and 1 wood. So we stop that. Now these are moving down. And we refill. And we refresh the card row, so now we harvest again. So 1 provision, 1 worker, excuse me, of the colour I wish, and I think I'll take a blue spearman. These come back. I get 4 cards. And then I get 1 labourer, 1 cowrie shell, 1 provision, 2 more cowrie shells, and now I get another labourer, and I get another provision, and another cowrie shell. Now I've still got quite a lot of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I don't need to move the barge along again, and also if I do, I will be adding another barbarian into the mix. 3 coming out every round, which is worrying. So I need blue workers, so I'm going to discard this townsfolk card to get the 2 blue workers. I definitely need a red fighter. So I'm going to spend 1 provision, a fighter and 2 spearmen to defeat this barbarian. And they give me a cowrie shell and a labourer. So I've got a lot of labourers. I can stop that one as well. And I can definitely stop that one, which I might do because I can use 3 labourers for 2 yellow and 1 black. And 2 provisions, because it gives me a cowrie shell and lets me draw another card, which I'm fine with doing because I've got a lot of cards. Another clay. Yes, just what I wanted. I can also defeat this card. I would be spending everything. But I don't know whether I need to, and hold on. 2 provisions. Let's take that townsfolk card that we can always have. Let's take the other townsfolk card. And I think I will get rid of that card, get a clay that I don't want, and the labourer, which I always want, and an archer. And then if I do this, yeah, if I do this, I can get another spearman. And then I can get rid of that barbarian with a archer and a 2 spearmen. And that also gives me a cowrie shell. Come on, love. Focus. Cowrie shell and another card. I'm burning through these cards, but I think I'm all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm good for next round. And this card gives me 2 provisions. Now I could... Yeah, I'm going to spend a provision and a white labourer worker because I can turn it into any coloured worker. And there's a blue worker here to attack this barbarian, which would be useful next round. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. I'm very close to losing in terms of I need to try and stop these 2, but I can stop one of them. So I just have to sacrifice that blue spearman. So I am going to... Hold on. I can put one there. Get another provision. And I'm going to spend 3 cowrie shells to get wood. And I'm going to stop there. So we suffer attacks. I'm going to spend that 1 spearman and discard a card to take that damage from the other barbarian, and then we refresh the card row. So there's still only 2 barbarians coming out. We have to reshuffle these. And we fill this up. And then it's harvest time. So I get provision, worker of my choice. We can do this with labourers, so we will take a blue spearman. Then I get 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. A labourer, cowrie shell provision. 2 more cowrie shells for the buildings we have built. 1 labourer, and a provision and a cowrie shell. Okie dokie. Right, I have to keep building. So I've got to do 3 labourers, 2 cowrie shells to do this. And I get clay, wood, and I have to discard 2 cards. Now, because I'm discarding 2 cards and I'm already in the process of doing this, it's fine. I don't lose, I promise you. So we discard another one, and that is done. I should say I don't lose yet. And this moves up. And we continue. So I need all these workers, I think. Yellow, red, and black. Yeah, I can defeat that one. So now next refresh of the card row, there will be 3 barbarians coming out. So I have to defeat at least one of these, because if there are 7 barbarians in the row, game over. This barbarian we don't need to defeat because they've got clay to appease them, and we have lots of clay. We will have cowrie shells. So a blue and red worker, we need to get rid of one of those. This one we can do with labourers, because it's black and yellow, so they're the same. Black and yellow and white are the same for me now. But I will get a black rider anyway. And then I will definitely get a yellow and red. And let's defeat this barbarian. So 2, and then black, yellow, and the other one can be a labourer. And I get 2 cowrie shells. And guess what? Clay. Because clay. And I don't really need to defeat any more of them, but it might be a good idea. I'll just use that townsfolk card to get provision and another cowrie shell. And I'm going to do this hut. So it's 1 labourer, 3 clay, and 1 wood. And I will take this, and I will take the red fighter, I think. Or do I want the... No, I'm not. I'm going to take the black worker. And then this is completed, and we get a provision. See, there's a little reward on the back. Provision. That goes back. We've got so many provisions. And then I think I'm going to spend 4 cowrie shells to get, this is a new thing we've got here, to get 1 labourer. And so I can defeat this barbarian, 2 provisions, and then a blue spearman, and then I can use a labourer and rider for the yellow. Excuse me. And they are defeated, so I get 2 cowrie shells and wood. And I'm going to put this here and I need red or blue. Let's say red. So another fighter. And I think, oh, take a townsfolk card, and I think pay 2 provisions to take these 2 as well. So we've got something to chuck out if we need to discard cards. So sorry, my voice is a bit... I tell you what, I'm just going to go and get some more water. Hang fire, guys. Stay there. Back. See, wasn't long. Yes, so I think that's where I'm going to stop. So, the barge returns. We are 2 away from the end. We suffer attacks. Well, we can stop these attacks. 1 clay and 2 cowrie shells, so we don't need to discard anything. And then we refresh the card row. So now there are 3 coming out. 3 new barbarians. And then, oh, what's happened there? Oh, I see. And so there are only 2 townsfolk cards this time. And we've got a lot of barbarians to deal with. Okay, so harvest. So we will take a provision, a worker of our choosing. So red and blue are the most important. We've got 2 reds, so we'll take a blue. Then 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gosh, there are no meeples there. That is terrible. Yeah, so a labourer, a cowrie shell, and a provision. 2 more cowrie shells for buildings. 1 more labourer, and then provision and a cowrie shell. We need to get meeples. So I think what I'm going to do first of all is put this card under here, because it gives me a rider. And I need to have more of those. And that's blue. So considering there will be 3 barbarians coming out, I need to defeat 2 barbarians this round. So I can do this. How many cards have I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got another round that I can go. Let's use that one to get provision and a cowrie shell. And then I'm going to discard this one completely, this townsfolk card, to get 2 provisions and a labourer. Clay I can do, 2 cowrie shells I can do, yellow I would rather not do. So can I do red and black? Yes, I can. So 2 provisions, 2 fighters, and a labourer standing in for a rider. And I defeat this barbarian, and I get a cowrie shell and a labourer back. So that's good. I've got a lot of provisions, so I can defeat things that I want to defeat. Honestly, I can take on all these barbarians, so I think, what benefits do I want? Maybe that 2 blue and a red. Maybe getting that wood. Two blues and a red. I am thinking. I'm thinking, guys. Thinking time. How is everyone? Doing okay? Following? I am thinking. I need to be able to do this next turn. Two blue. Okay. So I'm going to defeat this barbarian. So 2 provisions, 2 spearmen, and I need a red worker. So what I'm going to do is put this on here to get the red worker to pay for that. So they are defeated. So I get 2 cowrie shells, nearly out of cowrie shells, and 1 wood. But with cowrie shells, I can spend 4 now to get a labourer. And I'm going to build another one of these. So 1 labourer, 3 wood, and 1 clay. And I can build another one of these. I think red would be best, or would blue be best? I'm going to get a red worker, so let's say blue. So I get a fighter. So we're fine for the barbarians. I need to be able to do this next round. So I need to keep this red worker for sure. Let me take my free townsfolk card. Oh, I really want to defeat this one. having said that, if I spend 4 to get another labourer, and I spend these 3 provisions, I can these 3 labourers as a 2 spearmen and a rider, which I can do now. I can defeat that, and I get 3 cowrie shells. So I'm really holding them off. I can also pay for the 2 barbarians I haven't defeated. And then I can use this to get, what do I want to get? A provision, sure. I'll spend that provision and get that townsfolk card. Yeah, I think we'll stop there. So, suffer attacks. 2 cowrie shells, 1 clay. These move down. We get 3 new barbarians. 8. Two new townsfolk cards. And then we harvest. So, we get another provision. We get a worker of our colour of our choice, and we will take red, definitely. Then we get 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's 2 left. Then we get a labourer, cowrie shell and provision. We get 3 cowrie shells now for the buildings we have built. Another labourer, a provision and a cowrie shell, and a black rider. And luckily we've drawn a lot of townsfolk cards that have workers on, which is good, because I think what I'm going to do is I will get these 2 yellow archers. I need a blue worker. No, I don't need a blue worker. It's fine. And then I'm going to discard these 2 to get all of the workers on there. So that's 1 labourer and 3 fighters. Which is good. So I'm going to move. I'm going to do the barge first. So a red worker, blue can be white, and then 2 white, so labourers, 3 cowrie shells, and we do this, and we lose 2 cards, and then we read, if you can see here, the storybook, story 24. And it says, can you see that? I'll just read it. I had been waiting hours for my workers to return from finishing our most recent canal when a shout came back up from the edge of the tents. The workers had returned, but they were bloodied and tired. Barbarians had been roaming nearer and nearer to our camp, scouting for ways they can hurt our efforts. It seems like they found what they were looking for. So we file this canal card in history. And then we find card 34 in the story deck and file it in the box under huts and canals for future games. So 34. So we have a new canal card, basically, which, yeah, is fine. That's for the future. And then it says take 1 damage, so we have to dunk, lose a card like that. And that's that. So we've done that. So we've opened up a couple more spots for buildings with yellow and blue, archer and spearmans. And we can now discard 2 provisions and 2 cowrie shells to take a card from the top of this deck. So we done that. So that's good because the flood is going to move behind us next turn. How many cards have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so let's take that card to get up to 14. Now we need to defeat some barbarians. Now, when we complete this card, the last one, we have to go through the whole process of returning the barge, taking damage, and refreshing the card row. And so we need to, in the last round we play, have enough barbarians defeated to not lose, so that the barbarians don't take over the whole card row. That is the thing. So we can defeat 1 barbarian. Okay, so 2 red and a blue. So we can do 2 red and a labourer to defeat this chappie with 2 provisions. And when we defeat him, we get 2 cowrie shells and clay. So we're 1 step away. And we can also defeat this one. I don't want to defeat these ones because they have +1 card, so it moves the deck along again. And I just want to be careful of that. So I'm going to defeat this one. So 2 red and a yellow. And 2 provisions, so 1 provision and 2 cowrie shells. And we get 3 cowrie shells back. And then we have 2 left, so we can't do anything. We can get a red, because it's the only one we can't use interchangeably with the others. And then, because I've got so many cowrie shells, I think I'm going to spend 4 to get another white worker, a labourer. Yeah, I think that works. I could spend these for something else. Do you know what? I am going to. I'm going to spend 3 of them to get a wood because I want to stop these barbarians from attacking this time. I don't want to lose any cards. And then I'm going to spend these as 1 provision to take this card into my discard pile just to bump it up a little bit. And because I'm not going to use these, I'm going to put them here and get 1 provision. and put one here to get one wood. And that's all I'm going to do. So that's the end of the round. So we return the barge. It's now on the last card. So we're getting close. And we now suffer attacks. We're going to pay off this. 1 clay, 1 wood, 1 labourer. So that's all stopped. And we refresh the card row. So now we have 6 barbarians out. And just 1 townsfolk card. And then we are harvesting. So we get 1 provision, 1 worker of the colour we want. So I will take a red worker. These come back. We get 4 cards, so we're shuffling, so the flood moves up. So we've definitely done better this time, even if we don't quite make it at the end, which is always possible. We're overcome at the end. We've definitely done better. So we get 4 cards. And 1 labourer, 1 cowrie shell, 1 provision, 3 more cowrie shells for the buildings, 1 more labourer, 1 provision and 1 more cowrie shell, and a rider. And how many cards have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got 2 more rounds to go before we have to do the last card, do the barge. And the question is here is, can we do everything this round to make sure we win at the end? So because we've got 6 barbarians out, and when we clear this card in the last refresh, there will be 4 barbarians. We need to defeat, if we were going to do it this round, 4 barbarians and pay for this. And if not, we just need to defeat 3 this round. So that is the question. So I know I'm going to discard that card because I get 1 wood and a spearman. I need to think about defeating these barbarians. Unfortunately, these 3 all are going to take cards from here. Let me take that townsfolk card and put it in my discard. I'm going to get the provision and cowrie shell from that card. And oh, it's difficult. It's difficult. I think I'm gonna sort of try and consolidate what I've got. So I'll take a yellow and red worker. Yeah, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. So I'm going to do this one. So 2 yellow and black and 2 provisions, and I get a cowrie shell, and I draw a card from the deck. Not what I want. But let's do, this one is 2 spearmen and 2 spearmen and a fighter. So I can do that with that. So let's defeat that one. And I get a cowrie shell and a labourer. So I only need to defeat 1 more barbarian this turn. And how many cards have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still 2 rounds in hand. See, in a way, defeating this one will be quite good because I get an extra card from the main deck. So I think that's what I should do. Yeah, I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to keep the red ones because they're the only ones that I really need to keep. So I'm going to spend these 3. 3 provisions. That's 1, 2, 3. Oops. And I defeat this card, and they give me an extra card from the top of the deck, which is really not a helpful card. But anyway, I would have preferred extra meeples at this point. I'm going to discard that and take 1 provision and 1 cowrie shell. And I'm going to discard that and get 1 clay. And I need clay, wood, and clay to stop them. So I think I'm going to spend 3 cowrie shells to get that other clay, because I don't want them taking cards out of this deck. And then I will go here and get a blue worker. It doesn't really matter, a spearman. And then I will go here and get another provision. And then I will go here and get another cowrie shell. And I've done enough. I don't know if I've built myself up very much. But maybe I have. I might be tempted to use this card, which I can do. I can discard it at any time and get all the workers. It's an advantage for me, just to try and push me over the line. Let's see. I'm going to call it a day on that turn. So we suffer attack. So 2 clay, 1 wood. We refresh the card row. So 3 barbarians are coming out. And another townsfolk card. And then we harvest again. So these come back to me. I get one provision from that card, one worker of my choice. Now this time there aren't many red here, so I'm just going to take a spearman because they can be anything else. Then I get 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh, not many workers there. That's unfortunate. I get labourer, cowrie shell and provision, then 3 cowrie shells, then another labourer, then a cowrie shell and a provision, a rider, and that's that. I'll discard that to get another rider, and then I'm going to get rid of that because it's 2 wood and a worker of my choice, and I will just take another blue because it doesn't really matter. You see, I can't do this with those 4 workers, and I don't have enough to defeat enough barbarians. Even with the cowrie shells I've got. Let me take that one. Just check how many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we can go another round. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spend 4 cowrie shells to... Oh, why am I spending 4 cowrie shells? No, I'm going to spend 3 to get 1 clay. And then with that, I'm going to spend 1 white labourer, 3 wood, 1 clay to do this final card. And it doesn't matter which one of these I get, so I'll get another blue worker. Then I'm going to do red and 2 blue for 2 yellow, 2 provisions to defeat that barbarian. That gives me 3 cowrie shells back. And these 2 I'll just discard. They're 2 provisions and 2 cowrie shells. I have to defeat 3 barbarians this turn, so I'm definitely going to need to spend 4 cowrie shells for another labourer. I think there were 6 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now all these are all the same, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to spend 3 and 2 provisions to defeat this barbarian that gives me a cowrie shell and another labourer. And I still need to... No, I don't need to defeat another card. But I've got to pay for them. This one I can. That one I can. So it's just these two. So these two I can sort out. Two black and a red. I'll do that. One provision. And I get a cowrie shell and an extra card. And that gives me a rider. It's interesting. I just don't feel like I'm making any headway. I guess I am because let's I'm gonna use one of those to get one wood for that other barbarian. And I'm going to spend 4 to get another. And then I think, so I'll go there and get another spearman. And I'll go there and get another provision, and I'll go there and get another cowrie shell, I think. And I think I will stop there. So this is it. I think it's going to be tough, guys, and I think I might use this card. But use it next round. So I'm going to end the round. So I suffer attacks, wood, labourer, and provision, and they are all stopped. They move down. And so we have refreshed the card row and we harvest again. So we get 1 provision, work of my choice, does not matter anymore. Draw 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1 left in the deck. Labourer, oh, these come back. Provision and cowrie shell. 4 cowrie shells now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a labourer, a provision and a cowrie shell, and a rider. So this is it. So I am going to have to defeat 4 barbarians. And I think I've just got to go for it. So 1 blue worker. I'm going to discard that and get 1 white and 1 yellow. I'm going to discard that and get 1 yellow. And then I'm going to, sorry, not discard that, put that in the discard pile, and then get 1 wood and 1 white worker. So I've got a lot of peeps here. And then I'm going to do this card. So, 4, let's do the right ones. Black, yellow, white, white. 3 cowrie shells. And we do that, and we discard 2 cards. Again, because we are in the process of doing this, we don't lose. As I say, we've got to get to the end of the round. So, that comes over here. That's done, and we read 34. It's exciting. What's going to happen? Not all people can come and assist in this grand work. Defeating the floods will be a boon to us all, but life carries on in the small things as well as the large. Nearby villages do what they can to help, but they still must farm, forage, fight, and thrive. So it is with great pride in our people and the deepest of honour that I accepted a gift today from a family from the nearby mountains. They see what we are doing and how it benefits all. They are grateful for the work, but they cannot see how grateful I am to them. So we file that card into history. Then we find card 37 in the story deck. Oh, it's a new townsfolk card. Oh, that's not right. Sorry, that is not right. 37, not 31. So it's a new canal card. That goes in there. And then it says we gain 2 provisions, which is lovely. Okay, so we've done that. So now the next turn, as you can see, there's a red, 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 red +1. So 4 barbarians will come out next time. So we need to now defeat 4 barbarians. I'm going to take that townsfolk card. Oh no, do you know what? I'm going to discard it out and I'll get the worker for it at the top. So you can discard them completely, but you just get the worker that's at the top. Okay, oh goodness me, is this gonna work? I think it might. So we'll do them this way first. So 3 and let's do the right ones to start with. Blue, blue, yellow, so 2 spearmen and an archer and 1 provision, and they go out and we get a cowrie shell and add a card. So that gives us a provision and a cowrie shell. And this chap is 2 black and 1 of our own colour and 1 provision. And he goes out and we get a cowrie shell and a labourer. So we've got 2 more to get. Let's spend 4 provisions to get another labourer. So let's defeat this one. Yellow, yellow, black. And 2 provisions. They are defeated and they give us a cowrie shell and an extra card, which we can discard straight away to get another worker. I don't think I'm going to need to use this card, guys. Woohoo! And then we just need to defeat 1 more, and we can absolutely do it. And let's defeat this one. So 3 and 3 provisions. And we defeat this card and they give us 3 cowrie shells. And we have done enough. Now, is there anything else we can do that we want to do? I don't think there's anything we need to do. So I think I will, let's just make sure, yeah, 2 and 4 more are going to come out. So I will suffer attacks, which I can just use those 2, wood and a spearman or whatever I have. Sorry, we should have returned the barge, but the barge is off the... It's here now. Suffer the attacks, and we refresh the card row. So 4 barbarians are going to come out. So they don't reach the end. And 1 townsfolk card. And once we've refreshed the card row, as you can see on here, that is the end of the round. And we have won. We did it, and we didn't need to use these cards, so I can use these next time, which is great. I've still got lots of cowrie shells. Using cowrie shells to get the labourers here, 4 cowrie shells is a really good thing. Anyway, so what happens then, once we've completed that, we look at the victory and defeat cards. And so when we defeated, we read one of these cards, and when we have a victory, we look at the top one of these. These are all just shuffled randomly. So because we had a victory on our 3rd game, this will add something in that will make it a little harder. Although that was pretty hard, but I'm really pleased that I won one. So we look at this top card, and it tells us to read number 15. So we will do that. So, beloved Tushanshi, today was an auspicious day. The canal we have been working so hard to complete are starting to show their merit. This region's floods have been tamed, and many villages will flourish in their protection for this year at least. This celebration is only tempered by my long absence from you. I do wish it was not so, but my duty is to my emperor. I am also troubled. In my focus to complete the canals, I have neglected the peace of the surrounding clans. While they will benefit greatly from the completion of these works, the charismatic voices of the dissenters attract more and more people to their cause, and stronger barbarians rise up to lead them. I fear in the year to come I will face foes of greater might and in greater numbers. All I can do is hold strong. Without peril, one does not acquire peace. So find the revealed victory card in the box. File the revealed victory card in the box under history. So that goes away. And find cards 6 to 9 in the story deck and shuffle them into the barbarian draw pile for future games. These barbarians do not cause any damage and cannot be bribed. However, they increase how many barbarian cards need to be added when refreshing the card row each round. So 6 to 9, I will show you 6 to 9. So this is the great, lovely thing about this game, is it just adds a little bit more difficulty if you win. It balances the game out, which I really like. So as you can see, they don't do anything, but they have this symbol on, which is on the game board, which adds more barbarians, another barbarian when we refresh the card row, and they're all the same. So there's 4 of them. Ooh, sorry. Ooh. Yeah, so there's 4 of them. God. And they all get defeated the same way by discarding different workers. And oh, you see that one has a storybook number on it. So yeah, so those go into the deck and will be in the next game, which I will play, I'm sure. Well, this has been 2 hours, 15 minutes. Can you believe it? But I managed to get a victory in, so that's 2 defeats, 1 victory. There are 14 total games we can play in this, but once you get to the 7th victory or defeat, the whole journey is over. The lovely thing about this game as well is, I should say, is although it's a legacy game of sorts, it's all completely resettable. You don't destroy any cards or anything. So all these cards just that you use go into the history that go out, that it tells you to put in history, and then you can just reset at the end. So I love it. So that's it, guys. I'm going to go. I'm really hungry. I need to get some lunch. And thank you so much for watching. We've had a few people in watching today and chatting, which has been awesome. Much appreciated. If either of the 2 of you that are in now haven't subscribed, then please subscribe to me. And thank you, Patay2. Lovely to have you here. And have a lovely day yourselves. And I will see you soon. There'll be a new video out on Wednesday and a new live stream very soon. Okay? Take care, guys.